We're committed to reform in initial teacher education because we're absolutely passionate about building stronger relationships between schools and universities.
It's brokering the relationship between schools and universities that is really important, and the important role of the department.
We're passionate about getting a better translation of theory into practice.
It's brought together, and now the workforce planning from the department is working much closer with us at university, and we can respond to those needs quicker.
We're also committed to investigating the variety of models that could be used to deliver a better practicum.
My name's Carol Strauss. I'm the principal of Ashdale Secondary College. We're a large comprehensive high school in the northern suburbs of Perth. We take a range of pre-service teachers. We prefer the intern model.
Murdoch offers probably the widest range of internships here in Western Australia, and a lot of that's come from traditional seeding money from national projects. We moved to a state-funded project by the department. Using the best parts of each of those projects, we were able to come up with a sustainable program for our final year BEd students and our newly constructed Master of Teach Select Entry program.
My name is Cheryl Townsend. I'm the principal at Ballajura Community College. We're a low SEI school in the northern suburbs of Perth. We have pre-service teachers coming in from the very beginning of the year, acting as members of staff, being treated as members of staff. They see how the teachers start up from one day, setting the culture in the classroom, getting the behaviour management on board. They see programming and planning right throughout the year. They become a part of the staff. They can build relationships with students.
They're here for longer. They're engaged in more activities that are real for the school and for themselves.
Training schools is a name that we've used to identify excellence in those schools that demonstrate the capacity, professionalism and commitment to working with universities in training student teachers. Some models have been where they've been in a school for 6 months and then in another school for 6 months. Another model has been that they've been at the university for 1 day and then they've been at the school for 2 days for the 3 terms of the school year and have done their normal 10-week prac in their other term. Another model has been that the students have been in the schools, and there's 3 or 4 schools involved in this, for 100% of the time. What we're finding is stunning dividends for that sort of practicum.
We benefit greatly. I see it as a wonderful opportunity for our school. We want mentor teachers to have the experience of developing and progressing pre-service teachers. It makes them more consciously aware of what they're doing. So we spend a lot of time talking about teaching, what highly effective teaching looks like, and encouraging people to embrace the latest research.
When they have been in the school longer on a practicum, they can do so much more. They build relationships with the students, they can run assessment pieces.
We ask them to identify critical learning incidences for themselves and the students, so where they've noticed major improvements in students, where they've done individual education plans for a student and seen that progress over the year. Those sorts of things that you typically don't get to see the impact in a short-term placement.
A lot of the ways that my teachers use, students haven't had to do, or pre-service teachers haven't had to do before. So they learn everything from keeping a portfolio of students' work to collecting digital images. Our phys ed department uses glasses with cameras on them, and later they may use that to show what the students were capable, assess the students at whether they could do a skill or not, and moderate that. Pre-service teachers do have some impact on student learning, but the longer their practicum is, the more impact they have.
When we've evaluated the Training Schools project, it has indicated, firstly, that the student teachers themselves, once they've graduated, feel very confident. The difference in retention is remarkable. The average retention across Australia of graduates sits around 70 to 74%. Students who are completing these sorts of practicums, the retention rate goes up to between 87 to 92%.
Evidence of the tripartite relationship over the last 12 months has been that the department is finding funding to support programs in an environment where there's actually limited funding. Schools in a very pressured environment at the moment are still wanting to continue the relationships. And universities at Murdoch, we're now putting it as part of our core business. Internships are now available for our fourth year students, only top students, and our Select Entry Master of Ed program. So it's actually impacted all parts.
We've been able to look at supporting universities to get more student teachers to go to rural locations. 92% of those student teachers who participated in a rural practicum have put their hand up to go back to rural locations because they've had such a positive experience in those rural and remote schools.
I think that constant communication with the universities, being part of the committees that discuss what effective teaching looks like and what their requirements are. So a common understanding needs to be reached in the partnership for it to work properly.
So making sure that there is an ongoing discussion based on research and evidence as to what makes a difference in getting a better practicum, and equally what makes a difference in perhaps what course lecturers can include or delete because it's already dealt with in the school practicum.
We've found the tripartite relationship between all three has made it a stronger program. That strengthening the relationship between the three parties has been unplanned benefits.